Hi there. I haven't forgotten about you. I just have been busy, so everything is good here. I wanted to take some cards, lay some cards for you today, and I will use the Aura Somatoro. It's very colorful, and therefore, so yeah, I will just pick out the cards. Also, I will use a layout that I haven't used before, not even by myself. It's called Magical Tree Spread. And this is also kind of a new year. Maybe I should do a whole year now. Now I got too inspired. Let me know if anyone wants that, because it's like the witch's new year now. And I've thought about this so many times to put down suggestions on those that I like to listen to. There are so many, and I don't like even myself to put people into a box where, a label those who are whatever, because everything is interconnected and everything goes into each other, so I don't know how to do that. But there are those that I like to listen to that are maybe in some eyes or ears bit out there, far out there. And I just stumbled across these, so probably there are many others that are equally great or much better, so I don't know. But there is so much interesting out there, and I could there is just a limit to how much you can listen to and still stay sane of sorts. So I need to pause from it, but it's so interesting and giving. So yeah. Anyways, first I will at least lay this then, and maybe another day, if anyone prefer, I could do a whole year from this sewing and New Year's, the 1st of November here. So okay, beginning anyway with this. Actually, I thought when I saw that you should use the Kabbalistic Tree of Life, obviously, for the tree, but anyways, I will use this. So, there are so many thoughts now. I start to ramble immediately. I will just concentrate on this layout now before. So, now cut the deck towards you, mostly about you, but we are all reflecting each other, so they are quite large, these ones, so I'll have to do it like this for now. I should have done it so you can see at least the colors, but anyways. Yeah, there is another one up there. Yeah. Okay. This is how it looks, and on the other side is the tarot. And I've mentioned this many times when it comes to this deck. These are bottles that you can buy them also. You shake them and blend the colors if there are different colors in them, and so it blends, and then you can spray with them. There is this etherical scent. It cleanses or affects the aura field, and it's just awesome. They are awesome. I wish I had all of them, and so, but yeah, so, but there are also regular, on the other side there is a connection to the tarot, and there are also those, when it comes to the major arcana, there are those first the cards where you, outward cards I think they're called, where you practice that lesson, so to speak, and then there are those are they called inward? I'm not sure what they're called now. It was some time since I used this deck, but it's about when you have already integrated the lesson of of that major arcana card. So they are very beautiful, though. Yeah. So first, I will begin to tell you about this spread. I want to talk about many things now. I will just start about the layout now. I can even read about what the meaning of these positions are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, herbs, gems, and flowers all have magical associations, and so do trees. This spread is infused with the magical attributes of wise trees that reminds us to slow down, take life at our own pace, and bask in the value of patience. And trees are the longest living organism on our planet, receiving 90% of their nutrients from the atmosphere and only 10% from the soil. Acting as lungs for our planet, they breathe in carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen. Yeah. Trees are sacred symbols that represent strength, knowledge, and wisdom on any tarot card. They stand as a reminder of reach, root, and sturdiness. Actually, it seems like I used this one time before. At least I made a note on this coffee-stained page. All right. I don't recall that I have, but feel your roots in the rich earth. Reach for the sky and cast your cards. I've already done that, though, in the shape of a tree branch. Oh, this is like a branch. So it's not the whole tree. No, the wholeness is difficult. Then it must be the Kabbalistic tree of light. Okay, and the first card is Willow. What increases my intuition? And the second is Apple. Who loves me? Birch. What increases my health? Do you say fir? Pine. What gives me power? Hazel. What increases my creativity? Oak. What makes me strong? Maple. What brings me success? Well, that depends. Maple syrup may not. Rowan, what kindles my magic? Right, so yeah. Well, the things I wanted to ramble about was one thing I really have to say before I start, because I want to have it said. I've talked about Jordan Peterson sometimes lately, and I saw him on Skavlan, this talk show, Norwegian Swedish talk show, and on Friday now, and there he talked about his father, and there are two things, probably mostly one thing, that I really disagree with when it comes to his book, The 12 Rules for Life, which is interpreted, I mean, also the label is like misinterpreted in Swedish, because they are like for life. There's a meaning in that. The translation is not very good in Swedish. But anyway, so when it talks about children and how that's kind of common, I guess, that you need to be different with different personalities. I mean, some people you just need to, as he mentioned about his daughter and his son, that he just could give her a look and she would just react to that. And with his son it was different, and he needed to, I think he talks about the least amount of of violence, let's say, that you would have to use to make them obey when it comes to important things or so on. But not even that, even if they are like important things, as if they would get hurt or something is dangerous for them. But also when it comes to if they are disturbing at a restaurant or whatever. But the way he describes it there, though, is like as if he even goes further than to like spank someone or anything, as far as you kind of need to go. and I wouldn't agree with any kind of violence when it comes to kids. And I thought about that when I read it, that it probably, I wonder who his father was, or his parents, and where he had that impression from. Also, I know it's a difference between cultures. I know it's more common over there, at least that it's okay is more common over there in Canada where he lives. But and that was shocking to me. I thought we were quite similar in our ways of viewing that in Sweden and Canada. But anyway, so the furthest I think when it comes to physical is like holding someone so they won't hurt someone else or themselves or someone, just so they won't like be destructive in that way, kind of hold someone. Meanwhile they may calm down or so they can listen or something like that, but no, I cannot even see that, and it gave me kind of a, not that I'm a psychologist, he is the one that is, but still I have never come across anyone so far. I'm not saying that won't happen, because people lose control, let's say, and that have obviously happened more than once, I'm sure. But I haven't heard anyone that have not been raised with physical violence, let's say, that included. It doesn't mean that those parents were unloving or anything, that they did what was perceived as best at the time, I guess, for the kids most of the time. I guess that's the case. But I've never heard anyone who have been raised without it who would suggest it. I just think also maybe it comes from a place, I'm not sure in his case though, as I said, it seems like idiotic that I should be like trying to psychologize about him, but it seems like when I've talked with others who have been physically abused more or less in like as a manner of raising someone, like let's say disciplinary in that case, in that sense, and that usually have been also guys that have talked about it. I think that I met or mentioned it. They have not talked about it like that as such. They have kind of briefly mentioned it, or if I've asked, but then they try to minor it very much and just dismiss it as no, it was no big deal, or it was needed, or I don't know, all kinds of things, and I wonder if that could be a defense mechanism, sort of, to not, because of course people can be both. They can have those horrible, I'm not saying that they're horrible persons in any kind of way, but that can also be the case, that people have all kinds of sweet ways at the same time as they sometimes can be the absolute opposite towards someone, and to kind of keep or have at least others to keep that good view on someone, like as if it would be their father, for example. That was a strange way of trying to say what I want to say, but yeah, what can I say? I still think so. I wonder about that, but it's, I like a lot about him though, although that I disagree highly with that one, as well as some other things that I don't see how that would work, some of his thoughts and ideas, but I still like him. I like the way I think he's truthful, and I'm not sure about that. You can never be fully sure. Can you ever be with yourself even? But I think that's what I'm drawn to and like. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's that. Okay, I will go to this reading then. And also, by the way, there are those who really, you who are here, hopefully won't mean me well, most of you, but there are those who don't, and still we are only reflections of each other, so the best thing would be to wish me well. I'm just saying. Yeah. And I wish anyone who listens the best. May all beings be happy. I've listened to this. Oh, I will get to that later. I've listened to several channels that are very interesting, and maybe I will talk about it or just put links beneath on things that I enjoy. It depends on how long I will talk with this. But okay, going to the, now I'm 16 minutes in. I'm going to the reading here. So Willow, what increases my intuition? Let's see, this is an archangel, I think. Those 100 and something used to be that. Oh, Archangel Samael. Beautiful. Look at this. So beautiful. And there is a, you can't see quite well here, but here there is a red heart at the center there. I love these cards. Oh, they are so beautiful. There is not a lot of text connected to these cards, which is good because I like to read all of it sometimes, and that takes a long time. Let's see what it says here. Oh yeah, I guessed it, but I wasn't sure that this was it. This is one I really, really like. Olive. Oh, so beautiful. Deep olive, deep magenta. Archangel Samael. Oh, live, where we find a new beginning in relation to the hope within ourselves. Upon what do we build the foundations of our lives? Oh, live, olive. Yeah, that increases our intuition to follow that where we find that. Yeah, beautiful. And then Apple, who loves me? What colors? Bright shiny colors. Think about the Emperor. Wow, really? To shake this, I mean the colors blend these, I wonder what that will be. Emperor, this is the return, yeah, not inward card, the return card, meaning that is integrated. Oh, there is the Kabbalistic tree of life, by the way. It's just here. Who loves me and you? The Emperor, the tiger or lion, who knows? Okay. So we have someone strong have our back. Right. Let's see. 82. Green and orange Calypso. Insight revealed as we make space for ourselves. The revelation of the deepest joy coming from the heart. Someone who is in touch with themselves, able to see what needs to be done in relation to insight into their circumstances, conditions, directions, and to put into action the consequences of these. Yeah. This person kind of holds, I guess, lives also, talking about Olive. holds the whole world in his hand. We all do in some ways. We affect this planet a lot. But yeah, he also can unleash this tiger. Here are actually, it seems like more maybe oranges, or maybe it's apples actually. And some, I don't know, jasmine or lilies, or... And there is a path forward here. From that center of the Kabbalistic tree of life. Shines brightly. He loves us. He loves you. Let's see if there is a... No. There is like a bright crown also, but I thought it was a dove maybe, but it was like a bright crown there. Okay. And birch, what increases my health? Shake it, shake it. Wow, this is some buds that have been closed that are opening up. Yeah. You might as well. Why stay closed? The jewel in the lotus, pink and clear, taking responsibility for the thoughts and the feelings, opens the door to the power of love. Eight of Pentacles, perseverance, something beginning to flower. Flowering occurs one step at a time, as a process of the bud coming into its fullness. Only do what is in front of oneself now, whether the fulfillment of a small thing or in relation to a greater goal. Beautiful. Yeah, that increases our health. To stay in the here and now also. That's a way to be open to the now. Otherwise we close off from life if we aren't present in what we do. Not only what we do and whatever, how quick or whatever, but also the presence we bring to the now. I don't know how you say that. Fear pine? Anyway. Some pine. What gives me power? And the number is 88. Shake. Wow. Wheel of Fortune return. This is also an integrated lesson here. Oh, this. Yeah, this is so beautiful. You almost want to swirl with it, don't you? Here is, that's one on the other side of theirs, right? At least in symbolic sense. Or the, what can you say, the not the contradiction or the contrary, but the not completion, what do I mean? Complementary, yeah. How interesting. The vibes are kind of the same, even though they are on opposite sides, let's say. All right. Number 88. What gives me power? Yeah, interesting. I hope you find it interesting. I see things that I don't say, but and I think you see maybe see other things, so therefore I don't even want to say all the things. Jade Emperor, green, blue. As we plant, so shall we reap, but it is the way that we plant that makes the difference. Also the way that we are present in what we do. The Wheel of Fortune, the way that we do what we do. Yeah, the same thing here comes up. A sense of inner peace through the understanding that has arisen out of the lessons already taught. The unfoldment of a new level. A sense of inner peace and balance. I kind of want to see them. You know, the bodies behind there. And there is the Archangel also. Yeah. Many energies here. And then Hazel, what increases my creativity, or your then? Oh. 5 of Pentacles. Let's see what that can be. Triumph, pale yellow, pale green, an intense test to be able to find discernment towards a deeper balance. Interesting. Also, releasing the patterns of tension within the physicality, letting go of the patterns of the past. The sense of fullness may mean something about to be born, but may also indicate not being open to receive. So to be open to receive is very important for this creativity to flow, or to give birth to something new. It's kind of time soon, or maybe right away. And if we let go of the past, we can let the new in. Don't carry it around. Right. And then Oak, what makes me strong? This seems like a love card, doesn't it? Oh, it wasn't. It was King of Wands. Those are very loving, so I guess he would be a very loving king here. Right. This can also be a person in your life, a father figure or someone. It's a king, it's an older male. What makes me strong? Love and light, yeah, it's that too. Also. Rose, pink and pink. Compassion and self-acceptance, yeah. That makes us strong. The more we find the compassion in the process of seeing ourselves, the more we can accept ourselves. The King of Wands holds the power of fire, compassion, kindness, caring and warmth. Creative intuition, a person with authority who faces the obstacles within himself and helps others to overcome theirs. Very beautiful. And then Maple, what makes... No, let's see. What brings me success? Are you? Oh. Tame the lion. Not to be ruled by our lower instincts, let's say. Outward. This is something we need to learn, though, still. It seems it's not the other. There is another strength card where we have managed to do this already. But we practice with our hands in the mouth of the lion here. Yeah. Aren't they beautiful? I love these cards. Okay. What brings us success? we probably can't force it. We need to find a way to befriend it, but not let it rule us. Yeah. Okay. This seems kind of off when I look into the camera. Well. Anyways. Let's see. The Essence bottle number 1, clear pink, taking responsibility for the thoughts and feelings. Strength outward. The Essences took responsibility for the Essenes, not Essences, the Essenes, took responsibility for their thoughts and feelings, believing that they created beings. This is also a main issue within the Aura-Soma system and brings about the sense of standing in our own power and knowing we create our own reality. False humility or holding back due to issues of self-worth hinder self-acceptance. The beginning of finding real strength comes as we trust the love within ourselves, the love that will find its way. In accepting ourselves, we also begin to accept others from a different point of view. Brings courage and confidence in one's abilities. Yeah. So not holding back that power that we have. And Rowan, what kindles my magic? Is this one then? There's a pathway there. As it said also before there, one step at a time. Nine of Cups. Yellow and yellow, harvest, self-consciousness, joy, happiness, intellectual clarity, the understanding of self. Joy, intensity, self-consciousness and self-awareness. A time for reflection. The light is close and the heart's desires can be fulfilled. Oh, beautiful, right? Yeah, I think this was awesome. It's getting darker out, but inside we can bring light, more light. See the face here? Yeah. So that was that. Maybe I should just pick another. Oh, live. Pick another card. I have another deck here. This one, the Vision Quest. I just want to take one of these as well. But I hope that layout gave you some new insights that you needed. So let's see, also this one. I'll add this. It's so beautiful, the back of it, golden eagle. Here, I can't see it well, but and the stars, guys, behind it, or if it's the ocean reflecting the stars, I don't know. All right, Ace of Fire. Oh, this is the potential of fire. Oh, that can be created from that. Okay, let's see what it says about it. Here I think it's an inward and outward meaning for the cards. Or if it's just in the major arcana, I'm not sure. Let's see. It's similar, of course, in all of tarot cards, but now let's see. Ace of Fire. Yeah, it's an inner and outward. Inner message and outward manifestation on each of these cards. I like that very much. So I read both of them. Upward. In essence, power, vitality, transformation, sustained courage, joyously forging ahead, impetus to expand, strong self-confidence. Inner message. These flames are sacred, not merely a sign of rising strength. They also hint at the possibility of a higher spiritual awakening. You now have access to an internal reservoir of sustained fiery power. Use it to expand your horizons. As you master the tasks that the new phase in your life brings, your consciousness will expand even further, beyond anything you can now conceive. Outward manifestation. Forge ahead, full steam, and with great confidence. For the moment, nothing can stop you from manifesting your vision. You are riding a wave of fresh, enthusiastic energy. What you embark on now will be successful, be it a project or relationship. William Blake put it what does it say here? Succinctly? I don't know. Energy is delight, he said. Oh, I didn't know that. Aliveness is sheer bliss. Just being aware of the life force within can make you ecstatic. It is a state of exhaustion. Nothing looks promising. In a state of exhaustion, nothing looks promising because there is no energy left to motivate and uplift. Be changed with high energy. But, sorry, my eyesight. But changed with high energy, we become aware of the natural bliss that is constantly filling us. Use this opportunity. How? With this vibrant stream of newfound flow. Flow with this vibrant stream of newfound power. I think it says. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was that. Maybe I should ramble a little bit then. I maybe come to think about a few, and I don't know. I don't have written it down or anything here, so. But I've listened to many channels, and maybe I don't even remember their names now. But I've thought about it so many times, so I can at least give it a try here to mention some of them. Well, I have listened to so many over the years. As I mentioned, Jordan Peterson is very, very interesting, and his passion and his bravery still. I mean, he's driven by something great, I feel. Although we come to very different conclusions sometimes in how we view things, but that was not like maybe witchy channels, but yeah. Okay, try to focus now. Taliesin McKnight, I love to listen to him. Lately I've also listened to this Gnostic students. I've felt myself being a Gnostic in the way that I'm not limited to a certain form of religion or way. I mean, I can, even though it's almost like, I've transcended them. It's not that I have left any of them that I had before. They have also become deeper. I see them in a different light later than I did long ago, let's say. And they constantly amaze me, I must say. All of these paths that I have stepped my toes on. Anyways, so I find newer and deeper truths in everything. So, and also therefore, yeah, I'm very drawn to those teachings as well. And very fascinated by that. And also how it brings in connection the things that I've already found are connected to me and my experiences and so on. But anyway, yeah. But when it comes to channels, anyway, it's the White Witch Parlor. I like her. I will I will put a link to one video where she talks a little bit about how she stopped being a Wiccan and so on. And I don't know. There is no one of these that I may agree with fully, though. And some I think are really fun to listen to, just or something, or beautiful. I mean, she makes very beautiful videos, for example. I love that. It gives some the aesthetic of it. I like that. Sometimes maybe she speaks too loud. Although these should be ASMR. I don't remember. I forget to speak louder. But she speaks quite loud. And also actually Lunar Wisdom. I love her information and the way she shares things, and I just love her way somehow. She really thinks things through. I mean, yeah, I think she's great. She can also sometimes speak very loud, like scream. I don't like to listen to sometimes those who almost scream when they talk, and still I've mentioned only those who do. Maybe not Taliesin, he doesn't, I don't think, but he speaks in a very special way, repeating things a lot, and which is good. It takes a while to, I guess, you need to listen into each of these, I guess, but and I'm not saying, I mean, I'm not putting them beside each other. They are very far from different in many ways, those. But I think still you need to listen to some of them more to really understand what they do share, because it's much awesomeness. And then this one that many really that someone who bugs many people, but I really love her. It's Ashera. What is it called? Ashera Star. I guess. I think Star Goddess. I think her channel is called. Yeah, she have many. She have a beautiful channel, and she have I think also the ASMR channel. I haven't really listened to though, but the other ones give me ASMR. the way she talks, just the way she talks, especially previous videos before she often do live videos now, and before where she was, I guess, closer to the mic, or it was something with the sound that I just love that. But still, a lot of things that she shares that's awesome, and I've listened to so many. Makeda Wisdom is one of those that I like. Had that channel, and sometimes I have these, when it comes to Ayurveda and so on, I'm all over the place. I really go from here to there and there to here. I wish sometimes that I would stay and just follow a channel more constantly, so that I, especially those who actually build their, if there is lessons or things they share, and many do. I am all over the place on my own channel too. I just go back and forth and here and there. But many people have some sort of plan, let's say, or something. So, or yeah, the way you pick it up, I think it's good. But I've listened to many of these many videos from these. And also Teal Swan, of course. I mean, I think she's enlightened, really, I do think, and she really provoke many. But I think they do it in different ways, but Shira Stargard does it a lot, and I think she really thinks it's hilarious. She loves it. Yeah. And there are so many others that I also listen to, but now these were the ones that came to think about. So I will come back. I will try to think it through and not explain them, but I mean, yeah, like present them better in some way, the way I experience them. But what I mean with these people that I listen to a lot is that there is so much knowledge there that I like to tap into, and I think I've come across something the moment that I needed it, and then some will be kind of constant that I always go back to. But there are also those that I've come across that lead me forward or make me pick something else up, or if it's those algorithms, I don't know, on YouTube or everywhere online, that bring something to me that I kind of like then, or feed me with things that I also like. So yeah, there are many things, but I try to figure if there are any other. I mean, I don't often listen to other ASMRs or whisperers. I try to remember to do that sometimes, just to. I mean, I get ASMR from so many things, also documentaries and so on. So, but I've just not done that for a while. But sometimes I try to remember to do that, just to bring some peace, you know. And there is one. What is her name now? Something with lunar. I've forgotten. I have not listened to many videos of hers though, but she drums in some of them, and you probably know who she is because she's very well known. If you listen to ASMR much, you know who she is. Can I not remember her name though, or her channel name? No, I can't. And there are many ASMR artists, let's say, or ASMRs that I've listened to previously that I still very much love, and now and then go back to. Yeah, but it's a very, you can't really, it's like with music, maybe even more sensitive than that, what you like when it comes to ASMR, I think. Because even if someone likes someone super much, maybe I don't get any. For example, one that I would have probably liked very much is French Whisperer. I listened to some of his videos and tried to like it, but he had this super deep voice that didn't resonate with my meridians, I guess. It didn't give me ASMR. I thought it was very relaxing and so on, and I loved the information that he shared and so on, the ways and so. But I think it was that, or maybe it was the accent. I don't know. Something didn't do it for me when it came to him. And yeah, but there are many that I love to listen to. But to just like this come up with, but I think that oftentimes also when people do ASMR videos, they go very, very much into ASMR, and I love when it's a lot of content in the ASMR. I mean, Let's Find Out ASMR have a lot of content in his videos, often, always maybe. For example, that's great, I think, and yeah, there are those that have more of that. I mean, many have also role plays that are great and everything, but I'm constantly that kind of a scientist. No, maybe not scientist, but curious at least. I want to learn new things. I want to find out new things, and so if I listen to just sounds or actually when it comes to rambles though, when people talk about themselves and ramble around, I think that's kind of a sharing and a connection in a very calm way that I also very much enjoy and like. Or if they're out in nature or something that you feel like you're there with them or whatever. But yeah, there are so many awesome ones. But when it comes to this magical, I try to think. Yeah, I think I maybe don't come up with more than that right now. But there have been several that I've listened to for a longer while and then stopped, or just tapped into for the moment and then just not come back too much. So, like as it probably is forever. Now I just ramble around. Oh, do I come up with some other channel now? I don't think so. I don't know really. But give me suggestions if I would prefer if you write them down then, if so. I got some suggestions on my other channel, ASMR Whispering Spirit, but not aside from putting a link. Just write the channel name down, if so, and I will check it, because I love to find new channels, of course, but it depends on many things what I listen to. Sometimes I really want to have that calm. When it comes to Teal also, Teal Swan, she's really efficient, and she's really, it really not burns my brain, but I really like to be very aware of what she's saying and pick it up. Take it in, the concepts, like you say, or what the things that she shares, and so when I would just want to relax, I would probably not prefer her, because it's very much information in those videos, I feel, in a great way. It's just that sometimes I prefer more, just more relaxed ones. Okay, but anyways, hope this video gave you something. Yeah. And hope any of these channels, if you would check them out. And I maybe will link something else if I come to think about something else that I've listened to a lot. But I don't think so right now. Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to check out, and I'm here. It's just that I have been doing much other things, so I will continue to check in with you. I'm not gone anywhere. And thanks for being there with me still, though. And if you want a whole year, really not personal ones, but if you would want a full year layout, or you can ask me for a free personal one also, but it may take a little bit of time before I do it, though. But for us all, generally for this year, I could do a layout for that if you wanted to, for a full year, for one card for each month, and see how that would look. Yeah. Well, I guess I feel like now sometimes when I speak on the phone with someone, I have a really hard time to end. And now I feel the same here. But I should probably, right? Sooner or later I will have to. Okay. Yeah. Things are looking great, though. They're looking up. Yeah, so. Well. Take care, and I will talk to you soon as I feel I get the space to do it. I will reconnect with you again and again and again. So, thanks again for comments also. I like to see who's there. Thanks for likes and just for listening. But if you comment, I'm glad that you do, so that I know that someone is there with me. And who. Yeah. So, somewhat I know who, anyways. Okay. Ending. Bye for now.